From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
To kick off for the Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go. Start. No.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis. It also moved the sticks. Now it's Richardson. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Open man, the tight end Warren. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way over. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Giddens, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You look at this Colt defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittman's first catch, good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That complete to Downs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got it to the 43 here.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the Rams had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. Well, they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You look at this Colt defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Baldwin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
1st and 10.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throw left side complete. That's Lopez. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. With a screen pass, back door, and that time, looking good for a solid game.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play.
3rd and inches.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. QB sneak, Richardson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready, set.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go. 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. And that'll be incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Baldwin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19, shot.
Looking to throw. Baldwin. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready, go.
Robinson on a give right side. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready, ready.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Baldwin. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Ethan Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slip free.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive.
Baldwin. Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Ready, right?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here we go. 60 bucks.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get up. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Looking to throw.
Baldwin. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go. Start. Ready, right?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Come on. Set. 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Baldwin. He rifles complete. Come on, more.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
From the gun on third down. Baldwin. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes. Because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards. And the Colts,
they'll look to throw again.
And this taken in by Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Third down and 13.
Looking to throw. Richardson.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Short pass caught by Henry. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Richardson.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Yards to go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Again, it's Richardson.
Short pass caught by Henry.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Richardson out of the shotgun.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our journey
report.
through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Bills continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they host the Houston Texans. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He's on target here. It's a 30-yard touchdown pass. The Dolphins with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Titans move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Rams to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to be taken in here by McCoy. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
14 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the ready. Go.
Back to throw. Baldwin. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just
Give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Come on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Ready, go!
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready! Crack goalie!
They go play action with Richardson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here's Richardson to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Byron Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This pass left side to Downs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Going to take a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Baldwin. Open man, that's Puka. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back. Cougar 19.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and a couple. Robinson with another carry. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Bring it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 21, here's second and 6.
Come on. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cardinal.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Baldwin. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Viking 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Baldwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do. Trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They give it to Williams, running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 26. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away. And the Rams are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. a clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Going after right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Colts now they're ready to get the football back. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go now.
Richardson off the play fake. And the Rams get him. They bring him down. Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach have plenty to say about this game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go. Opposite. Green. Black. 95 seconds.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Down. Ready.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Hunt.
On play action, here's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. We'll get this to about the 38.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Come on, set.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Colts on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
Indianapolis.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Okay, break.
Taylor. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Richardson going to try to run it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, lining. Come on, set.
They start the drive off the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Down at the 31.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. points.
It's a gain of
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for L.A., they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.